Hello, hello. It's a soggy day in our neighborhood. How's everybody else doing? Hey, Ramon. It's raining today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain on Thursday. So keep it as nice and soggy here right now. Hey, Rich. Hey, coin digging.
Hi, everyone.
All right, so I'm going to try and get this done in 3 hours tonight because the viewer choice award for the coin seminar got postponed till tonight because I guess Ken was under the weather. And that's assuming, of course, she's feeling well enough tonight to do it. So how's everybody? Ken had a hangover. So that's always possible. Oh, I forgot something. Give me 1 second. Just when I think I'm ready. Ugh, all right. All better. All right. So a couple things real quick before we get into the list. Just once again, I'm going to do this an easier way today. If anybody needs airtights for the dollar size, we have a lot. So if anybody needs any of these things, these are the silver dollar airtights. I'm just going to do these at 50 cents a piece. And if anybody wants any, just throw in there how many you want. And we will get them on the way out to you. So, dollar size airtights, 50 cents a piece. If anybody needs some, just put in chats, airtights times however many. We have a lot. All right, a couple things real quick that weren't on the list that I'm going to start with. So we still got a few of these left. See if anybody here is interested in some. It's raining there too. Yeah, I think it's the whole state of Arizona getting it. All right, so these are $1 silver notes. And of the 1935s, we have 3 left. Good. So these are from 1935. $1 silver certificates. We have 3 available at $3 each. Yep. Oh, these are mixed up. These 2 are 57s. Hang on. All right, that's a 35. 57, 57. $35. 35. 35. 35. All right, we have 6 available. So 6 1935s. $3 a piece. They all do come in the sleeves. Anybody interested in any of these? All right. Oh, if anybody decides you want some of these, let us know. And then we do also have 2 from 1957. Also $3 a piece. Anybody want our last 2 57s? I'll do them at $2 a piece if anybody wants all 8. We can do all 8 for $2 a piece. So $16 for 8 silver notes. It's not a bad deal. Cool. Going to Rich. Gonna take all 8s. Mark that down real quick. Alrighty. Ooh, get out of my way. Now to our normal scheduled items. Starting off with some silver. Make sure I got the right one. Alright, next up, we got a 1993 Australian Kookaburra. Pretty much perfect condition. One ounce, 0.999 silver. Look for 20 bucks. And that one is going to Rich for 20 bucks. Sold. Congrats, Rich. Alright, next up, this thing is kind of cool. It's a half-ounce silver round from the Niue Islands. 2017 Year of the Rooster. And that's just neat looking, I think. Got the gold feathers down at the bottom. Got Mr. Rooster right there. See if I can tone down the glare on that. Oh, there we go. That's better. I don't know. I think that's really cool. Come to snuff the rooster. I think we're 12 bucks. How many people do you know that have a Niue Year of the Rooster half-ounce silver round? And again, this one's also pretty much perfect condition. Any takers at 12 bucks. No Rooster fans out there, huh? Last call. Colonel Sanders. Alright, we're moving on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know. Next up, this is just a little over a half ounce. This is 6/10 of an ounce of 0.999 silver. And this is a Las Vegas, Nevada, a limited edition gaming token. And that whole intersection is 0.999 silver. This is from Circus Circus. $10 gaming token. You can take this straight to Circus Circus and play it on their tables or in their slots. Or you just keep it for the silver. 0.999 fine. So we're looking for 13 bucks. That cool little piece of history. If you just hang on to it. Mr. T-Rex there on there. Grand Slam Canyon. Last call on this one. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know. All right, silver dollar time. Starting with the 1890 San Francisco Morgan dollar in AU. Looking for 30 bucks. Oh yeah, hello lurkers. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Sold to Ramon. Congrats, Ramon. Next up is 1891 San Francisco in AU. Again, looking for 30 bucks. And again, sold to Ramon. Congrats, sir. Next up is the final year of the Morgan. It's the 1921 plain date in AU. And once again, looking for $30. It's the last year the Morgans were made. And the only reason these were even made was just because they didn't have the peace dollar dies ready yet. And sold to Ramon. Ramon's got the Morgan hat trick. All right, now into peace dollars. All right, we got two of these available. Got 1922 plain dates. Both of these are brilliant uncirculated. Camera is not doing these things justice at all. 28 bucks each. Beautiful, brilliant, uncirculated. Turn that light down a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Looking for $28 each. Anyone? Brilliant uncirculated peace dollars. Got one going to Ramon. Leaves one left. Any takers on the final one? we're going to move on. Next up, again, we have 2 of these available. And these are 1923 plain date piece dollars. Again, these are both brilliant uncirculated. And again, 28 bucks each. Yeah, definitely. Left one's got that little cheek scuff. Probably from when it was in the bag. So the first one to say bin will get this one. How's that? Last call on these. All right, we're moving on. Oh yeah, that one was a very, very nice one. All right, one more piece dollar for tonight. This one is a 25 plain date, brilliant uncirculated. Again, looking for $28. Get some light over so you can actually see that luster cartwheeling. Wow. For 28 bucks, anyone? Yeah, definitely. I know you guys heard me say it a lot, but a lot of times with these, just the cameras are not doing them justice for what they actually look like. That's my handwriting. Angela's is way nicer than mine. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those piece dollars or Morgans, let me know. Oh, we don't have any Morgans. We sold them all. So just the piece dollars. If anybody decides you want any of those, let me know. All right, next up. Have to bring this down. I'm glad you're happy, sir. All right. We've got a Standing Liberty Quarter, 1920 San Francisco in fine. $27. Let me get that focus fixed. There we go. And this one's going to Wild Bill. Congrats, Wild Bill. There's your obverse. Great looking Standing Liberty. Wild Bill. Alright. Next up, we got a 1964 Denver silver quarter. Brilliant uncirculated. Looking for $5. It is a blinger. Beautiful BU. Any takers at $5? I wish I had the budget to go crazy on coins. There's so many coins out there I wish I had. Last call on this one. Alright, moving on. Next up, we got some Barber Dimes. Oh, I did not see that, Cindy. I'll have to go check it out. I'll go look at that after we're done here. So we're doing these at blowout prices, guys. $5 for the 1907 Denver and Good. So if anybody's been wanting to get a Barber collection going, here's your chance to get some for cheap. They're all gonna be $5 each today. $1907 Denver, $5. Last call. Moving on. Next up's a 1910 San Francisco and Very Good, $5. Last call on this one. Did you guys see the 2019 reverse proof Silver Eagle sold out in 20 minutes? That's crazy. Moving on. Right, next up is a 1910 plain dating good. I did not get one. Again, looking for $5. And I'll just throw this one out there too for the last one. Last one's also the 1914 plain date and good. Also $5. Get a VG on the reverse. But a little too much wear on the face for me to call that a VG. And then if anybody wants all four, I'll do all four at 16 bucks. So if you get all four, it drops them to $4 each. Barber dimes for $4 each if you get them all. Can't beat that. Ramon's taking them. Was that a bin, Ramon? Because if not, they're going to Rich. All right, they're going to Rich. Congrats, Rich. Where'd our bin go? Here it is. Let me get those marked real quick. Oops. All right. Next up, we got a Roosevelt Dime 3-pack. And this is going to be $9 for the pack. Starting out with a 2009 San Francisco proof. It's a clad, not a silver. Deep cameo. That is white on black. Followed by a brilliant uncirculated 1964 Denver 90% silver. And I'm pretty sure that's probably... That looks like full split to me. And then the last in the 3-coin bundle is a 1946. And that is an EF. And still good detail in the bands there on that one as well. So 2009 proof A brilliant uncirculated 64 Denver. And an EF 1946. $9 for the bundle. That's worth every bit of $9. Heck, let me look at something real quick. $1946, by the way, is the first year of the Roosevelt Dime. Just that one alone, you got $2 price tag on that one for list. Then a BU64 full split band. Load. Just that one there alone. List price is about $14. And then the 09 proof. You're looking at a list price of basically $10 on that one as well. So $26 total list value for these. You're getting it for $9. One-third of list. Last call. Going to Wild Bill. Congrats, Wild Bill. Excuse me. All right, now we're into nickels. All right, these two are the 1883 No Sense V nickels. We've got one in very fine for $8, and one in extremely fine for $8, excuse me, and one for very fine in $7. First year of the V-nickel. These are the ones that people were adding their own edge reading and then gold plating them and passing them off as $5 gold pieces back in the day, which caused them to do the new ones that said cents underneath. All right, Wild Bill wants the EF. Anybody want the VF for $7? And the reason the main guy that was doing it didn't get in trouble for it, I don't remember the guy's name right off, but He would walk in. He wouldn't say anything. He would walk in wearing a sign saying, "I am a deaf mute. Donations are accepted." And then he would buy like a cigar for a nickel, hand them the coin without saying anything. They'd see it, figured, oh, that's a $5 gold eagle, and they'd give him $4.95 and change, and he'd walk out. So he never actually said it was a $5. He bought something for a nickel, handed them a nickel, and they gave him $4.95 and change. But eventually they caught on, and so the mint fixed it. And they're still out there. The gold-plated ones that they made are still out there. That was a fine cigar back then. Probably. That was probably top of the line. All right, last call on this one. $7. And I personally like the Liberty nickel series. I think they're beautiful nickels. You're allergic to nickel? You're a coin collector and you're allergic to nickel. That's got to be interesting. You're the first person I have ever heard of that's allergic to nickel. Thanks, suck. I don't know what thanks, suck means, but okay. All right, moving on. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Roots. All right. Last bit of nickels. We got a full war nickel set. These range from VG to VF. It's in the cool little war nickel holder. Focus. Looking for $22 for the full set. It's only $2 a nickel. Oh no, none of these are full steps. But at only $2 a nickel, that is a dang good price for a full set. Because you've even got the hard to find ace in here. All 35% silver. Any takers? Oh, okay, you can touch it. You just can't wear it for long durations. Let me check something on here real quick. Load. Waiting for coinflation to load. All right, war nickel. Melt value on these right now is 97 cents. So that's just the silver value per coin. All right, last call on this one. Oh yeah, it's one of the shops I go to here in town. Glass Shop Coins. That's the one that I was showing you guys the photo of Tony, the guy that's the foreign expert or the ancients expert. He's got a full set of BUs in his shop for sale right now. It's like $60. And that's without any of the varieties. It's just standard BU set. All right, moving on. If anybody decides they want that, let me know. All right, next up, we've got some large cents at extremely low prices. How low? About an 1820. Let me get down closer again. An 1820 and good for $6. How's that for a low price? Cindy likes that price. That one's going to Cindy. All right. And then we've got an 1828 in AG. It's got some environmental damage. Looks like it's been in water. Which, with how old this thing is, probably has been. Going $5. And this one's going to Decone. Congrats, Decone. All right, and we got one more. It's an 1847 and good. Going for $6. God, hard to get enough light on these. That dark chocolate look. And this one's going to Rich. Congrats, Rich. All right. Now we're into some wheat cents. Graded wheat cents. Got a 1939 MS66 Red graded by PCGS. Looking for 25 bucks.
Did you say red green?
Did I? Red brown. PCGS MS66 Red, or not red brown, red. God, where's my brain? It's a red. Red, red, red. There we go. Ignore me. That is a beautiful coin, guys, for 25 bucks. Don't miss out on this one. Any takers? Not only is it fully worth the 25 bucks for the coin, how much do you think it costs to get this graded by PCGS? I can tell you, 18 bucks charged for the actual grading, plus the shipping, plus the insurance that they require you to put on it. Yeah, definitely more than 25 bucks. Just grade 30. I really can't type. Really, I can. Last call. All right, moving on. So anybody decides you want that, let me know. Next up, we got a set of the steel cents from 1943. Getting all 3 steel cents, 3 bucks. And these are in really good shape. No, none of these are replates. These are all original. Over 3 bucks. Heck, just that one right there is worth 3 bucks. That one has no rust on it at all. These two both have a little bit on the back. Not a lot, just a little bit. But this one, clean. Last call, 3 bucks. moving on. Next up, we got a 1944 San Francisco PCGS MS66 Red, $20. And another beauty. Any takers? $20. Last call. Go away, stupid Black Friday pop-up. Why are you even popping up? I have a pop-up blocker. Go away. All right, moving on. All right, next up, 1945 Denver PCGS MS65 Red. Looking for $20. Where's all the weed fans out there? Full 20. Broke. All right, moving on. Got one last one of these, and it is a 1945 MS65 Red. $10. It's actually a typo, but I'm going to stick with it because that's what is on there. So Ramon is taking advantage of me putting the wrong price on this. So you guys profit off my screw-ups. It's a good system, right? Yeah, Ron, I'm doing it at $10. That one was supposed to actually be $20 too, but I screwed up, so you're getting it for 10. All right, I need the scope for the next one because it is tiny. All right, so the next one, this is a replica of the original $20 gold coin, gold-plated. And it was in a bundle set that I got, so I figured I'd see if anybody wants it for $1. But there it is. And Cindy's going to grab it for $1. And then it's got, I'll show you the little paper it's on. This is what it's on. And it's got some info about it. Alrighty. Going to Cindy. For $1. Alright. Next up. Closest thing you'll ever get to having one. You never know, you could win the lottery. Trying to move this up really high because this thing's big. This is a 2000 uncirculated coin set minus the state quarters, but it's got everything else. So you got your dime, penny, nickel, half dollar, and your Sacagawea dollar. It also comes with a stamp from 2000, the White House stamp, back when they were 33-cent stamps. And then it's got some Olympic type stuff on there. It's got Al Gore and Biden and Bush. The Too Close to Call. If you guys remember that from that election. And then there's your other mint. Dime, penny, nickel, Kennedy half dollar, and Sacagawea dollar. And then on the back, just a bunch of stuff about the year and everything that happened. So, kind of a neat little thing. Got some history to it. And only looking for $8. Do I know how to date the knife coins? I've never tried. I've never actually had one to try and date it. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot. So anybody interested in this for $8? All uncirculated coins. I have not checked either of these dollar coins to see if they're the Cheerio dollar. Wham. Nope, I have not checked for white AMs either. You got a Cheerio scent still in the wrapper? Cool. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know. All right, next up, we got an oldie. I'm going to use a scope for this one. Cindy's already buying it. She's like, not even giving anybody else a chance. So here it is, so everybody else can at least see it. It's a 1908 San Francisco 10 centavo. This was from USA, Philippines. This was back when we owned it. So it's 75% silver and has the San Francisco mint mark. That is an oldie right there. All right, that's going to Cindy. All right, next item. Actually, the next three items are for those of you that are fans of tokens. We got a big old 15 token bundle for 15 bucks. And I'm going to go through them a little quick, just so we're not spending tons of time on it. Back to the overhead. All right. Let me zoom in a bit more again. So we are starting off with a Roman Emperor Constantine token. Facsimile token. And then a President Shell token. And then a Israel commemorative token. Now that you're broke. And then an Aladdin's Castle arcade token. Why not? And then from 1982 to 1985, a Manhattan, New York token. Kind of cool. And we got a token from the USSR. Don't ask me what this is because I couldn't find any information on it. But it's in fantastic shape. It looks beautiful. It's from the USSR. Kind of neat. Then we got an Antique Car Series 2 token. 1969. So any car lovers out there would love to have that one. Very cool. And one of the old Reader's Digest tokens. There are actually people that collect these. And then you got the old Reader's Digest Sweepstakes token. There are people that collect these as well. So you got two Reader's Digest tokens going on. And then we got a Tampa Pirate token. Tampa, Florida. And you got a dinosaur family tree token. This one's really cool. It's got the Stegosaurus on the front, and then it's got this whole little family tree on the back. This is really neat. That would be excellent for a little kid. Or for anybody who's into dinosaurs. Anybody who's into paleontology would love that. And then Troubadour Tales, Lieutenant Riding Token from 1998. Orpheus. Purple. And then we've got a Los Angeles Bicentennial Dollar Token from 1981. And then we have a Lachise, Order of Lachise, 1994. Shady Ladies Rock the Boat, or Rock the West. Ooh la la. Alright, and then you got an 1989 Cumberland, Virginia Sesquicentennial Token. Pioneers Fire, Clay, Brick Industry, Oil Wells. Sesquicentennial. 150 years, if anybody's wondering what sesquicentennial means. And the last one is an NAHC Collector's Medallion Whitetail Deer Series 10. North American Hunting Club. So you're getting all of those for 15 bucks. Any takers at $15 for that whole stack? Yeah, that was kind of neat. Makes it $1 a piece. You're getting 15 tokens, 15 bucks. You're getting stuff from Rome. You're getting stuff from Italy, from USSR. All around. Last call. Just getting them put back in order real quick while we're on our last call. There we go. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want those, let me know. Next up, we got a bundle of 3 tokens from New Orleans for $5. Starting with a 1984 Mardi Gras token. Argus. Mardi Gras, Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. And then we got a 1978 Louis Prima Music Legends token. That's from the Orpheus. And then we've got a 1991 Crew of Tucks, Broads and Booze. Only in New Orleans. Looking for $5. You get all three. Yeah, they're all very cool. Any takers? Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Red, white, and blue. Last call. All right, we're going to move on. Next up, we got an Arizona 3-pack. My home state. Ramon's home state. First one is a copper round from the Arizona Mining Association. Second one is from 1969. And it is a 50-year anniversary of the Grand Canyon National Park token. This one's more of a big old medallion. Seal of the state of Arizona. All right, and then from 1981, we've got a Arizona Frontier Buck from Prescott, Arizona, Rotary Club. And these are going to Ramon. Congrats, Ramon. I kind of had a feeling Ramon would go after these. All right. Next up. Find the right one. There it is. This is the 1991. It's the 50-year anniversary of Pearl Harbor medallion. And this one is going for $4. If anybody knows anybody that was a part of Pearl Harbor, they would absolutely love this. Looking for $4. Anyone? Last call on this one. All right, moving on. All right, this next one is a big one. In fact, let me show you real quick. Here's that last one, and it's 2x2, sitting on top of the next one. The next one had to go in a 2.5 by 2.5. And it is a Lecture Mint medallion from Lancaster, California. Very, very, very high relief on this thing. I mean, it pops out from the coin. Yeah, this thing is big. And this one's going for $5. You know, it's hard enough finding freaking 2x2s for it. And then we got one more coming up that's in a 2.5 by 2.5 holder. Looking for $5. Anyone? All right, gonna move on. All right, next one. This is the other one that's also in a giant 2.5 by 2.5 holder. And this one is a Citizens United POW and MIA token. The armed forces. It's prisoners of war and missing in action. And that's another one that's going for $5. Yeah, it is really nice. It's a very nice design. Looking for $5. Anyone? I'll tell you what, if anybody's interested, just to make it kind of a little set, I'll do the POW MIA token with the Pearl Harbor token. Keep them together as a little military set. I'll do it for $8 for the two. And these are going to Ramon for the $8. Congrats, Ramon. Let me get that marked down real quick. Oops. All right, I got one last token, and then we're going to be taking a short intermission. This is a 1978 Hawaiian Bicentennial Kona dollar token. Kona Coast Chamber of Commerce. Aloha. Yeah, Silver Nitrate would love this. Too bad he's not on. Silver Nitrate lives in Hawaii, for anybody who doesn't know. Looking for $4? Anyone? $4. And this one's going to Ramon. Congrats, Ramon. All right, we're going to be taking a brief intermission, and then we're going to be getting into foreign silver. Hopefully Hidden pops in. I finally have an elephant. All right, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Alrighty, we're going to be switching to the scope for a minute. $15-inch, no break, no red ring, and clean off snapper. Alrighty then. Alright, this one is a bit worn. So it is an AG, but it is a 1944 2 piastres from Egypt. 50% silver. Already labeled for you, so you don't have to worry about it. I already went through and translated the date and everything. This one's going for $2. Basically just a smidge over melt. This one was a bit tough because if you can see right there, no, she hasn't been outside all this time.
No.
Right there's the date. So that was pretty tough with how much wear there is on there to get that date off of there. But this is just a bit over melt, guys. 50% silver. It's going for $2.
I'm not gonna get sick.
Famous last words.
I should knock on wood.
Last call on this one. I'm going to go through these kind of quick, guys.
Back to what I was doing.
We got an hour and 20 minutes. I want to try and be done. All right, moving on. Next up, going back to the overhead. Find the right coin. There it is. We got a 1973 50-cent proof deep cameo. This is a clad proof from Bahama Island, or British Virgin Islands, excuse me. And this one's going for $3. Yeah, this is very, very deep cameo. It's an absolutely beautiful coin. Anybody who's into foreign coins, this would be a beautiful coin for your collection. Looking for $3, anyone? Last call. All right, moving on. All right. Well, Hidden's not here, so he's going to miss out because we finally have one of these. All right. Only 28,000 of these were ever minted. Republic of Liberia with the cool elephant. 90% silver proof. And this one's going to Dacone. And I bet you he's probably going to torture Hidden with this thing. You're like, Hidden, look what I've got. Oh, you want me to send it to Hidden? All right. That's very nice of you, sir. Dacone 30. Send to Hidden. All right. Next up. We got some Panama action for you guys tonight. I'm going to try this on the overhead. If it's too small, we'll switch to the scope. Well, we're starting off with a 1904. These are backwards. Hang on. Flip. There we go. 1904 5 Centesimo from Panama. It is hold. So somebody used that as a wearable item at some point. Let me get that light off of there a bit. Get down. Get down. Tilt up. Focus. There we go. How's that look? Does that look all right? A little more. Quit vibrating. There we go. Hey, silver. So, there we go. 1904. It's in very good, but as I said, it does have the holes, so somebody use it as a wearable. So because of that, this thing's going for only $2. Hey, silver, you're just in time for some big old silver coins coming up. And this one is going to silver. Congrats, sir. Oh, by the way, silver, before we do the next one, there's a couple that are still left, silver. 2017 $1 Niue Islands. This is a ½ ounce of 0.999 silver. Year of the Rooster. This one's $13. I know you love your silver. Those feathers, by the way, are actually gold plated. All right, so that one's going to silver. And then we've also still got, this is 6/10 of an ounce. So just over an ounce. Oh, limited edition $10 gaming token from Circus Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. 0.999 fine silver for that inner core. Again, it's 6/10 of an ounce, so just over an ounce. Got a cool T-Rex on there. And this one was also 13. So 13 bucks on that one too, if you like that one. Cool. Going to silver. You can still take this to Nevada and play a game with it. You never know. This thing could be worth millions. You could hit that jackpot. All right, let me get your 3 coins marked on you real quick. Those 2, and then your Panama. Where'd you go? Panama. There it is. Panama is going to silver for 2 bucks. All right, cool. Back to Panama. All right, next up's a 1930 1/10 Balboa, 90% silver and very fine. Did I just drop? Let's not do that. This one's getting that dark toning going on it. So this one's going for 5 bucks. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Looking for 5 bucks, anyone? Last call. Going to silver for 5 bucks. Silver is starting to build a bit of a Panama collection. Very popular country for coinage. Balboas are big. All right, next up, got another 1/10 Balboa. This time it's from 1953. And very fine, going for 3 bucks. Oh, yeah, and there are 2 of these available. Thank you, Cindy. Welcome back, Ramon. Got one going to Trent. Leaves 1 left. The other one's going to silver. Trent, you were first. You get to pick which one you want. Do you want the one on the left or the one on the right? You want the one on the right? Cool. This one's going to Trent. I'll write your name on it so I know that one is yours. Alrighty, mark those real quick. Alright, next up again we got 2 available. Hang on. I just threw the wrong one over. That's the one that needs to go over there. Yay for organization. Three. 1 second. Getting organized real quick. There it is. Okay. Now I'm good. Alright, these are both an extremely fine. They're both $3. They're 1962 1/10 Balboas. There's a number 1. And there is a number 2. One going to silver. And silver, you get to pick which one you want since you were the first one. And the other one going to Trent. Silver, do you have a preference? You want the one on the right? Cool. Let me write your name on that one. Now on to Trent. All right, next up. You guys are reading that right. From Habsburg, Austria, Gem BU, 83.3% silver, from 1780. This is a 1 thaler. Thaler is where we got the word dollar from. This is a gem, brilliant, uncirculated, and I am actually doing this one as a starting bid of $30. Got silver at 30. I actually looked it up, and it said it was actually from it. When I actually looked up the 1780 Sailor, it came up on this one. Yeah, I know they had a number of years that they used this coin for. Yeah, what it is, Silver, is they had a number of years that they used the same design for the coin, so they're all dated the same date. But it is an actual coin. It is the actual one thaler. It is actually 83% silver. Well, 83.3. And it's, yeah, it's still definitely worth the money. And it's still BU. It is real. It's just multiple years they used the same design. And they just left the date the same for some reason. Like, Spain did the same thing for a while. And then they started doing the, in the little stars on the back, they started putting the actual release date for it. So you know what year it was released. It's actually not, Cindy. I looked it up on NGC, and I want the actual release of even the 1780 is still right about $50. All right, so we're just gonna go sold the silver for $30 since no more bids. You're gonna love this coin. Silver is awesome. It's big. I don't know if you can tell. I think this is actually might be a little bit bigger than a Morgan. It's a big sucker. Maybe right at the size of a Morgan. That's it in the 2x2. In the vinyl flip. It's a big one. All right. So we're 30. Next up, got another really cool one. That's also a big one. Another silver dollar size one. So this one's from 1923 Peru. It is a 1 sol, 50% silver and fine. Does have a couple of scratches on the front, which is why it's only going for $15. This is the one that Ken Peavy would love because, you know, of course, llama. He loves them llamas. Looking for $15, anyone? Last call on this one. Yeah, Silver, there's one coming up here in 2 coins that you'll probably be interested in. All right, moving on. All right, next up from Japan, we've got, this is a 1966 100 yen in VF. It is 60% silver, and it's going for $3. Roughly about the size of a nickel. And again, as I always let people know for Japanese coins, anytime you ever see that symbol right there, it's kind of like the little Space Invader dude. That's the symbol for yen. So you always know it's a yen from Japan. This one's going to silver. Congrats, sir. All right, Silver, you've been asking for these, and we got one. You've been wanting some of the old Canadian dollars. Here you go. Attributed by Mr. Rick Snow himself. 1937 Canadian $1 in AU. $35. %80 silver. Heck yeah, it is. Going to silver, 35. Congrats, sir. All right, next up. This one comes in a little clamshell. This is the very first year of the Canadian loonie dollar. 1987, and this one is the proof. Looking for $4. This coin has never left this capsule since it was minted. Yeah, this thing is gorgeous. Looking for $4. And it still has the insert that came with it. It's actually in English on the other side. Looking for $4, anyone? These things list for about $12, so $4 is a very good deal. And if you ever wonder what they're made out of, it's a pure nickel electroplated with bronze. It's French, Cindy. Last call on this one, $4. This thing has never been touched by human hands. Alright, moving on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know. Oh, Ramon's coming in right at the tail end. So let's go into Ramon. Alright, next up. I was pretty impressed with this thing when I saw it. The coloring on this thing is awesome. This is a 1963 50-cent Canadian proof, 80% silver with very cool toning on it. I don't even know if the camera will get it, but it's got like reds and greens. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks very cool. Yeah, you'll have to see it in person. So this one we're going $10. And it's like that on both sides. It's got that really nice toning. You can just kind of make out the coloring on the camera. Looking for $10. I wish the camera would show colors better, because this thing looks great. There's like, where you see the lighter parts is like reds, and then the darker parts are like greens and blues. That's what it will look like to whoever buys it. I need a flashlight. Will that help? I have a flashlight. Is that helping? Kinda, sorta. I think the batteries are kind of low on it. Last call on this one. Yeah, you definitely got the greens and the blues in that darker area, and then the lighter area, you got reds and kind of some oranges. I don't know. It looks awesome. I wish you guys could see this thing in person. It looks awesome. All right, we're going to move on. Next up, all right, I'm going to go through these a bit quick, so I'm going to give each one about 45 seconds. So if you want one, jump on it. All right, 1912 quarter in about good, 92.5% silver, $4. That's less than $1 over melt, by the way. .925 sterling silver. Any takers? $4. It's over 100 years old. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got a 1918 in good. .925 silver. $4. All right, moving on. Next up is 1940 in very good. We're now to 80% silver and looking for $3. Just still less than $1 over melt. All right, moving on. 1941 and very fine. 80% silver, looking for $5. Oops. All right, moving on. Next up was 1942 in fine, looking for $4. And 80% silver. All right, moving on. 1947 in VF. Looking for $4. Moving on. Next up is 1948 and fine. Looking for $4. So we're going to silver for $4. Congrats, silver. All right, next up. Got 1951 and fine. Looking for $4. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1956 in fine. We're into Queen Elizabeth now. Still 80% silver. Moving on. Next up is the 1958 in fine. For $4. Moving on. Next up, we got the 1964 in fine. You're looking for $4. Moving on. Next up's the 1965. This one's an extremely fine. And this one's going for $6. Moving on. Next up is a 1967. This one is in AU. This one is beautiful. This one's going for $7. This one's got the putty tat on the back. This is their Centennial coin. This is going to silver for $7. Scratch silver. All right, and the last one of the quarters, we've got the 1968 in extremely fine. Final year of the silver quarters for Canada. This one we're going for $6. And this one's going to silver. All right, before we go to our next item, doing something kind of special for tonight only. All right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's 11 of these quarters ranging from 1912 to 1965 and ranging from 925 silver to 80% silver. For tonight only, I will do these as a bundle. So I'm going to knock the price down on all of them for the bundle. And, one second, forgot to grab it. It's kind of like my getting into the holiday mood thing. I'm going to throw in something that's very hard to find. I'm going to throw in the album. Canada, 25 cents, Part 2, 1937, the date, at least to date at the time the book was made. This is a Dansko style album, guys. This has the windows. So you have the slide out plastic. Has your mintages on all of it. And some information about Canadians. So you're going to get the album and all the remaining 11 silver quarters ranging from 1912 to 65 for $40. That book alone is worth $20. This is a holiday special for tonight only. 11 silver quarters and the album, $40. I know, this is a heck of a deal. I just did show all the quotas. That's what we just went through. 65, 64, 58, 56, 51, 47, 42, 41, 40, 1918, and 1912, both of which those are the .925s. All the rest are 80% silver. Those are your quarters. Now, of course, the 18 and the 12 aren't going to go in the book. And this deal is going to silver. But you do have those spots where there's nothing labeled. So if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put them there. All right, give me a second because I've got to put this down on here real quick. Okay, this could take a sec. I had to mark all these quarters real quick now. Oops. And $40 for that. Alrighty, good to go. I'll just put those right there for right now. Alright, now we got some Canadian dimes we're going to zip through. Alright, starting off with a 1909 Canadian dime in good, .925 silver. Looking for $7. Let's get back in there again. No, the fish scales were the nickels. The silver nickels. We've got 3 of those coming up after the dimes. But these old Canadian dimes are getting really hard to get. There weren't a lot of them minted to begin with. And most of them were melted down. Last call, $7. King Edward. Oh yeah, definitely silver. They're sterling silver. .925. All right, moving on. Next up, we got a 1912 in very good. .925 silver. Looking for $5. Yeah, wait till you guys see the last two coins. You want to talk about big? All right, moving on. Next up is the 1918 in very good. .925 sterling silver. Then we're going for $5. Significantly less. Like I said, most of these have been melted down. All right, moving on. Oh, nope. Trent's getting that one. Congrats, Trent. All right, 1918 is going to Trent. All right, next up, 1930. And very good. We're to 80% silver now. Looking for $5. And moving on. Next up, we got the 1940 in fine. Looking for $3. That's getting into the old sail ship design that's used today. $80 silver and fine, $3. All right, moving on. Next up, 1947. And very fine. Oh, okay, silver is grabbing that. 40. Come on. All right, so 40 is going to silver. All right, looking for $3 on this one. 1947 and very fine. Congrats, silver. Canada, side flip. Come on. Yeah. Moving on. Next up is the 1952 in VF. $3. Going to silver for 3. Congrats, sir. There we go. Next up, 1956 and fine. Looking for $3. Getting into Queen Lizzie now. Still 80% silver. Moving on. Next up's the 1962 and very fine. Looking for $3. A bit of glare. Yeah. Moving on. Next 1963 and fine. $3. Oh, Ramon, were you happy with that giant silver box you got? Have you gotten all the way through that thing? All right, moving on. Next up, 1966. In very fine. $3. Moving on. And the last Canadian dime of the night is a 1968 minted in Philadelphia. And this one's an extremely fine. And this one we're looking for $5. And this one's going to Ramon. Congrats, Ramon. Ramon beat you, Silver. All right. Next up, these are the fish scales that Cindy was talking about. All right, first one, 1886 Canada in very good. These are 0.925 silver. And they're called fish scales because these things are a bit smaller than a dime. So that is the original Queen Victoria. And this one's going for $10. Still sealed in the Rick Snow holder. That is a heck of a coin right there, guys. 1886. Sterling silver. Looking for $10. And this one is going to silver for $10. Congrats, Silver. All right, next up, we got the 1901 in very fine. This one's going for $20. This one was the last year of Queen Victoria. 1902, it switched over to King Edward. Looking for $20. Okay. Looking for $20. Anyone? Last call. moving on. And the last of the Canada. We got a 1919. An extremely fine. And this one again is going for $10. Had a typo on there. It's actually 925 silver. So it's still sterling silver. You only have one? I think I have a couple. I'd have to look. No, these definitely are not. Last call, $10. 1919 and extremely fine. 92.5% silver, $10. Have a good night, Ramon. All right, moving on. All right, last two coins of the night. Remember I said these are big? This is a 2.5 by 2.5 vinyl flip. This is a 1978 $10 proof from the Bahama Islands, 50% silver. There's 3/4 of an ounce of silver in this thing. This thing is huge. Let's see real quick. Let's see. Here's a peace dollar inside of its holder, sitting on top of this coin. That gives you an idea. It overlaps the holder. Looking for $18, anyone? 3/4 of an ounce of silver in this thing. Beautiful deep cameo proof. This thing makes a silver eagle look small. For $18, anyone? Last call. $18 for the gigantic coin. 3/4 of an ounces of silver in this thing. Total weight on this coin is 1.5 ounces. That's how big this thing is. All right, moving on. Last coin of the night. Same year, same denomination. Except this one is the Sir Milo Butler. Still 0.75 ounces of silver in this. 3/4 of an ounce. Total weight of the coin is 1.5 ounces. 18 bucks. I'll throw a deal on these for tonight only. I'll do both of them. Hey, Hidden. I'll do both of these. You have to get both of them for 32 bucks. That's 1.5 ounces of silver between the two. Two giant coins. Hey, Hidden, DeCone got you a present. Hey, DeCone never told me not to tell him. Last call on these. All right, moving on. Yeah, Hidden. DeCone got you this one. Because it's got the elephant. So 1973, $5, 90% silver proof. So that's going to be in your package, sir. Courtesy of DeCone.
And it has the elephant.
All right, is there anything anybody wanted to revisit? All right, so next week we're going to be back on Monday. And for obvious reasons, we won't be doing a stream on Thursday. Because that's Turkey Day. And we will be on this Thursday. Last chance. Anything anybody wanted to see?
All right.
We still got all three of the graded pennies if anybody's interested. Still got some peace dollars available. Oh, silver, you didn't see these. You weren't here yet. So these are 28 bucks a piece, silver. 1925 plain date BU. 1923 plain date BU. There's two of those. And a 1922 plain date BU. I know how much you love your peace dollars. So those are all still available. 28 bucks a piece.
All right. Just call it.
Did you want any of those silver?
I don't even know if he's still here.
Here a couple of minutes ago. Probably dipped out already.
Okay.
Your visitation rights are about to be revoked.
All right, it's past time.
All right, we're going to move on. Actually, we're going to get out of here. We're done. So, Cindy, thank you for modding as always. Everybody, thanks for coming in. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Don't forget, theoretically, the Viewer Choice Awards is tonight for the coin seminar. Over on, it'll be either on Ken Peavy or Paula Bloom's channel. Let me see.
Ken. Yep.
Ken's channel. And it's going to be starting in 30 minutes. So everybody make sure you check that out. We're going to get to work on getting your invoices done.
No playing with traffic.
Thank you, Cindy. Yep. Everybody check us out on Facebook. And we will see you guys all on Thursday. Have a great night.
Bye, everybody.